Welcome to SOW102, Psychological Base for Social Work Practice. Study Session 1. The Nature of Psychology. Introduction. People conceive psychology in different ways. To some people, it is an art or a science subject. To other individuals, it is a discipline, a profession, or a study of behavior. As there is no single definition or description of psychology, we will examine some definitions given by different scholars or psychologists in this study session. Learning outcomes. When you have studied this session, you should be able to 1. Define and use correctly the term psychology. 2. State at least 2 reasons for the study of psychology. Description of the nature of psychology. Psychology evolves as a science because it employs scientific methods in establishing facts, as in the physical sciences. Such methods include observation, experimentation, survey, sampling, objectivity, control, etc. Many people define psychology as the study of the mind. This definition is quite misleading because it is difficult to study humans' mind. Only God can do so, as the mind of men is humans' mind, mood, attitude, and behavior change from time to time. Psychology seeks to study, explain, and change behavior of people. Modern psychologists, therefore, define it as a course of study designed to observe, understand, predict, and control behavior, be it that of man or animal. For instance, Morgan and King, 1975, defined psychology to be a scientific study of man and animal behaviors. Elgard et al., 1979, regarded psychology as the science that studies behavior and mental processes. Marx, 1976, defines it as the scientific study of experience and behavior in organisms. According to Bone and Rosa, 1998, psychology is a scientific study of behavior, observable action, link, blinking, eating, etc., and mental process, as for example perception, thoughts, etc. Whatever be the conception of it, what is certain is psychology still helps us to better understand man and animal behaviors, those we can see, that is, observable behaviors experience, and those we cannot see, that is, non-observable behavior experience, etc. Rationale for the study of psychology. There are 2 fundamental reasons for anyone to study psychology. According to Marx, 1976, these are: 1. A personal self-help interest and the hope that one will gain from the study new insight into his own personality and so improve his adjustment to and his satisfaction from life. And 2. A general intellectual interest with respect to the improvement of one's understanding of how psychology functions as a science, what it can tell us about the behavior of animals, man, and animals, and how it can contribute to solving social as well as personal problems. Branches in psychology discipline. As a discipline, psychology has many branches with different areas of human behavior, interactions, and endeavors. The branches are given below. 1. Educational psychology. This is a branch of psychology which deals with the study and application of psychological principles to solve learning problems. Basically, it is a branch of psychology that deals with human learning process. 2. Developmental psychology. It is a branch of psychology which deals with the process of development of the individual from his or her conception till his or her death. It deals with the understanding of the complex behavior of the organism from their simplest beginning. 3. Counseling psychology. This deals with adjustment problems. Its main objective is to ensure that every individual becomes well adjusted, properly tuned, and is able to cope successfully with problems or challenges of life. 4. Clinical psychology. This field of study deals with maladjusted individuals and people with mental illness. It is a field of study or discipline through which the maladjusted or mentally ill persons receive psychological treatment for their illness. 5. Social psychology. It is a field of psychology that studies the effect or influence of a group or society on the behavior of an individual. For example, the effect of urban society on the youth, gambling, truancy, prostitution, etc. It deals with the study of social phenomenon as they affect an individual. 6. Industrial psychology. This deals with the welfare of people in industries unrest, improvement of turnover, conflict within the organization, etc. 7. Community psychology. It refers to the field of psychology that focuses on social issues, social institutions, and other settings that influence groups and organizations. Curran and Wang, 2000. 8. Health psychology. This is applied form of psychology. It deals with the application of the accumulated knowledge from the science and profession of generic psychology to the area of health. Matara 220-1987b, page 55. 9. Abnormal psychology. This is a form of psychology that deals with abnormal behavior or behavior disorders in people. Study session summary. In this study session, we discussed the concept of the discipline of psychology. In the process, we noted different definitions of the discipline as given by scholars. Furthermore, we explain different branches of the discipline of psychology, such as educational psychology, developmental psychology, counseling and clinical psychology, abnormal psychology, industrial, community, and health psychology. That ends study session 1. Thanks for listening.